Hey guys, hope you're having a great day today. Today is early morning hours right now in our home. I've got a cup of coffee. It is still dark outside, but I mean, it's 6 o'clock. It's not that dark. It's not that early, but it's still dark outside. I am up, ready for my day. It's been a busy couple days in our home. I feel like long days. And so I'm like, oh, okay, just a lot going on, which is fine. It's like we're getting ready for school. So I've been taking a lot of time getting all of our school stuff ready. I'll share that in another video for those that have been asking for it. And so, you can go out and buy curriculum, spend thousands of dollars, which people do every single year, or you can do a different approach to schooling, which we do. And so it just takes a little bit of research, a little bit of time, trying to figure out, the kids' strengths, their weaknesses, like what's going to work for them this year. So been doing a lot of that, and then planning as well, planning like fun field trips. And we're new here, so everything is new. So just trying to research and look at different groups and try to see like what is out there. And it's been good. We've got a lot of fun activities coming for the month, and I'm excited for that. We'll bring you along and share with you when we do them as well. So that's taken up a lot of extra time. We've also been working on getting, like, our furniture came for upstairs, so that's been in the garage for, I don't know if it's been a week or 2 weeks, but we got that upstairs last night, and then we hung up a bunch of stuff. And so, like, slowly but surely. And then I also have, like, all my groceries sitting out still. That's quite all right. I went shopping, and then we came home yesterday, and then I was working on a lot of other stuff. So I was like, let's just do the minimum. Let's just do the cleanup that we have to do, get some laundry done, which is sitting over there folded. Let's get the dishes done. Let's make dinner. So I made dinner. I went outside and cooked on my griddle here. So I'm coming outside to cook dinner because yes, it's warm. It's definitely hot. So I think when we first moved in, it was like people said, you're going to eat differently. You're just going to do dinners like a whole lot different in Florida. And I'm like, okay, maybe I will, maybe I won't. But I see that, yeah, it's definitely a lot hotter, and it heats up the kitchen and the house so much more. So it just, and I know it's exceptionally hot now, and everybody even says it's exceptionally hot, way more than normal. So it's been a real feel of 110 degrees for a long time now. I was like, well, maybe it's just as hot in Florida. But I think that's just not the norm, but that's okay. So I'm very thankful for all the outdoor stuff that we do have. So this has been really good. The smoker worked really good doing things. I could just leave it and not worry about it. Pizza oven's awesome. We still use pizza oven like all the time because kids absolutely love it. And then now the griddle is nice outside. Having this outside is great because it doesn't heat up the kitchen. I can just come out here and fry things like in seconds, which is so nice. So like tonight, this is going to be a nighttime. I'm cooking burgers that we had, and just going to cook them over here on the griddle, and then like not even have to worry about cleanup's easy. I take the top off in the grass and I just hose it off. It's like super simple. That's a great thing about these burgers. They cook so fast out here. I was in the kitchen. I was like, oh my goodness, they're smoking. I need to get out here. So cooked real fast, and then we just served them up for a simple, easy dinner. When we moved here, like a lot of you commented, because I would be cooking inside, and and they said you're going to cook a lot different in Florida, and I'm like, okay, maybe I will, maybe I won't. But yeah, I see that we love cooking outside, obviously much better, because when you cook in the stove here in the oven, it heats up your home, and so that is a lot more on the 110 degrees record high that everybody's having right now. So when we were looking at homes, a lot of them had outdoor kitchens, and there was one who really liked the house, and it had a nice outdoor kitchen, nice size house, but it was just, there wasn't much backyard space. Was there a pool? There was a smaller pool, and just in a bigger neighborhood. And so really liked that. And I thought, okay, maybe one day we'll put in a kitchen. So we have been, obviously we're not doing it right now, but it's the planning. It's like the vision, like, okay, every time we go outside, it's like, this would be nice to put our table here. Let's put this here. Just different ideas, which is a good thing. So learning what kind of like outdoor equipment we like to cook on, that's another positive thing too. So the griddle has been a nice addition. I can see that that's going to be something we enjoy doing. And something I also enjoy better is the propane over like the wood. Like I know for our pizza oven, it's like you got to start it with wood. I'm like, okay, that just gets hot here. So the propane would definitely, so if you have a choice between like propane or just like a wood burning thing, get the propane thing for sure. So just easier, but you always got to have propane. So I guess having multiple things, like our smoker is electric, the propane thing's good, and then we've got the wood. So I guess we can always, use the bark from the palm trees or something. I don't know. We don't have many. There's a couple live oak trees back there, but you know, there's just not the abundance of wood that we did in the mountains. Just walk up the mountain and grab yourself some wood. So depends on what you have in your area available, but they all have their perks. But I'm seeing, okay, definitely a lot easier with the propane. So it's all good. It's like part of life, and like figuring out what works for you. So I see outside a whole lot better. So we enjoyed that dinner last night. That was simple and easy. It was like we had it with the grapes, were so good. Those were, I think we got those ones from Publix. They were delicious. And that was it. And then we just did a lot of projects in the home last night. So time. So I'm like, today I've got to get up. I'm like, I've got all my meat prep today. So today's video is going to be all my meat prep for the month. I've got hamburger. I've got two big rolls, logs, whatever you want to call them. I think someone told me that at Costco they call them chubs of beef. I don't know if the logs are the same thing. I have no idea. So I've got that. I'm going to separate that and put it in bags and put it in the freezer for the month. Now, if you've got like a lot of little ones at home, or just you're working and your life is so busy you don't have time, cook all your meat. It takes time the first time. It takes time to get it all cooked, but you can have the whole thing cooked and you can put them in bags after it cools and freeze it. So when you go to eat it, just heat it up. It's much quicker than cooking it. So those were tips. I used to do that back in the day, or not even, just like a couple of years ago, maybe last year. I don't know when I stopped doing it, probably last year. It just depends on where you're at in life and what works for you in your home. So I'm going to do that today. We also got some steaks that I'm going to separate into bags because I got 2 big packs. So I'm going to separate into 2 different meals. I've got some London broil I'm going to cut up so we can do like little, I'm going to call them steak bites. I know it's like London broil bites, whatever you want to call it. And then chicken. We have a lot of raw chicken. I'm going to do, all we're doing with our chicken is put on the smoker, like with a marinade, and eating it, which is good. So I thought we need to do something a little bit different. So kabobs, we're going to do kabobs this month. So I've got, every single week we'll do a different kind. I've got a Hawaiian one. I've got like a Asian one. And I think we're going to do the pineapple habanero because that was really good, and then just a plain one with Italian dressing. I think we're gonna do that for tonight's dinner. So meat prep, that's what we're gonna get done today. Get that done, and then I'm gonna put all these groceries away. So get my kitchen and dining room cleaned out. I'm like, we're finally getting projects done, so I'm like, there's not stuff sitting out anymore, so it can finally be clean. So time, takes time. Don't be hard on yourself. If you can't get things accomplished, it'll get done eventually. Maybe you have mounds of laundry. It's like, just keep working at it a little bit each day. You know, maybe your kitchen is a disaster in a nice way, cluttered, that's a better word. Maybe there's so much everywhere and you're like, where do you start? Start with one thing. Like today, when you're watching this video, do that right now. Go get your device, put it in front, or open up a drawer and organize one drawer for this whole video. Figure out, make a pile for trash, make a pile for maybe giveaway, and then a pile for keep. Your maybe giveaway, put it in a box or a bag, whatever you have, and stick it somewhere you don't see it, like in a garage or a basement, a closet, anywhere. Leave that there for a little bit. The trash stuff, throw in the trash if it's broken. And if it's something you're not sure if you use, put it in the giveaway pile and then put it away. And then in a few months, if you don't ever use it, get rid of that box. Donate that box. Get rid of that stuff. That's like one less thing in your day. If you can do one today, awesome. Then you know what? Tomorrow, do another drawer. Or maybe you're on a roll and you can do 2 today. Sometimes it's like, I remember when I had a lot of little kids, it's like, okay, my goal was just organize the drawers for the day. And if you can do all your drawers in one day, and you can work on your upper cabinets another day, and then your lower cabinets another day, and then maybe, you know, your large appliances, which take time, your refrigerator, your stove and oven, microwave. In a week's time, you'll have your whole kitchen decluttered and gone through. It's a good thing. There's plenty of like schedules out there, plenty of things to do. Just start small. Like start small for one thing. Just say, okay, I'm going to dedicate from 1 to 1:30 today, and that's it. 'Cause sometimes it can get overwhelming, and you go, where do I even go? I have no time in my day. Take a half hour. A half hour. Put your phone down. Put on some good worship music, praise and worship music, and go and just clean your drawers out today and get that done. And that's it. And you got your drawers done. At the end of the day, you're like, okay, I've got the drawers done. Then tomorrow you'll look forward to doing something else. When you start that ball rolling and you see like that little bit of like, okay, that looks good, it'll like encourage you to keep going, getting things done. It doesn't have to be all done in a day. It doesn't have to be done in a week. Sometimes it'll take a month, but in a month's time, you'll have it done. So it takes time. I know that because I know my house. I've been having piles of stuff everywhere, and I'm like, you just have to learn to roll with it and just go, okay, there's boxes. Eventually that'll get put up. Eventually that'll get done. There's so much to do in a home, and if you can learn to be content and just be patient and wait for things to happen, they will. So it's a good thing. All right, I'm gonna stop talking. I'm gonna get moving. We're gonna go over here. Let's get all of our meat and get it in bags, and then we'll have it to put away for the month and not have to worry about it. You guys ready? All right, let's go. Okay, so I've been filming myself putting meat in bags for ever since I started buying these. So I've done it before where I've cut it like in sections and thought that was the easiest way to go. No, it's not. I've done it where I've tried to like cut the whole bag open and just grabbed out. Now, the easiest is what I'm doing right here, where you're just cutting off the end and you're squeezing it in the bag. It works if you want to get like a metal spatula, and kind of make sure you squish out all the meat from the bag. Do that too. That'll definitely be a step to doing it. When sharing with the videos and what I've learned over homemaking, that's the beauty, is like you can see there's sometimes a different way, or sometimes there's a better way, and sometimes you guys give me tips and tricks and I'm like, okay, that works. So it's like all about helping each other and encouraging one another and saying, okay, try it this way, or nope, don't do that. Or that's why I put in my fails on here and I share like, yep, that didn't work, or nope, that was a flop, just so you can see, you know what, homemaking isn't perfect. It's not about being good at everything all the time. It's like, let's just see what works. And maybe this works for a season, maybe it doesn't. It just, whatever your season in life is. So this worked out really good. I've got my packages of hamburger. I'm just gonna set these out in my freezer. Got the meat, the hamburger all done. So now I'm gonna move on to my chicken. So like this meat prep is probably my most unfavorite thing to do, but once I have it done, I'm very thankful, because I'm thankful when I go to cook it, I don't have to, like breast especially has like the little fat line in it, the tendon, you know, the tendon pieces I call them. And so to be able to cut all it off, much better to have it in the meal instead of having to cut it out when it's going to cook. If you can, if you can't, cut it up when you got it, whatever works for you. So I just sharpened my knives. I'm like, I use this is I think it's a diamond blade sharpener, so I need to have, Greg just got a knife sharpening kit, like a real one, so I'm like, I should have had him sharpen the knives last night so I could have a really sharp knife today. It makes cutting your food so much easier. So hopefully today he'll do that, and then I can have some sharper knives. But for now, I'll use my dull ones. Even use a good pair of scissors work. So I'm gonna take my breast and I'm just gonna cut off the yuck and cut it into chunks, put it in the bowl here, and then I'll divide it up into bags. My chicken cutting gets bigger as I continue on. It's like my meatball making. I'll start out making small ones, and then eventually I'm like, okay, I'm done with this, and I'll start making big ones. So same thing with chicken. I started cutting up small pieces, and then I'm like, okay, yuck. So I just make it bigger and bigger. And in reality, it's still cheaper than buying it like tenderloins already cut up. So even better is get a whole chicken and debone it. I remember my aunt doing that. She would debone a chicken, and I said, ew, that's gross. I said, why would you do that? She goes, because it saves money. And I'm like, yuck, that's just gross. I said, I'm gonna marry me a rich man, so I don't have to do that. Yes, and now fast forward, and now I laugh because, that is a good way to save money, is by getting it in a state where you have to do something to it. So this works out, just cutting it up. I've got 6 bags of, I only plan on having 4. Got the extra chicken, so that'll be really good. So what I'm going to do is continue on, and I have some actually frozen chicken tenders. I'm just going to put them in a bag because I'm going to put some marinade in there as well. So this package of chicken tenders, this was in my freezer for a while. We brought this with us when we moved down here. So it definitely has a little bit of freezer burn, but like you can still use it. Marinate it. You're not gonna have it raw and just eat it. I mean, you're not gonna eat chicken raw anyways, but you're not gonna just cook it and grill it. But take it, marinate it, let it soak in some, I'm gonna get Italian dressing out for all these, or for some of these, and then put it in there and let it just absorb that. And then go to cook it. You won't even notice the difference. That's the beauty. Food is good even after some time. It's like bread. You just gotta take it out of the freezer if it's a little more freezer burn, so then you cook it or bake it and get a little bit of crisp to it, and it's still usable. So now I'm gonna move on to my beef. So I've got all my meat done. So my London broil, that to me is really good beef to be able to cut up into like beef tips. I do not like the fatty stuff at all. As I talk about, there's a fat piece of fat. But that to me has been really good. I think a sirloin as well. I think it's a sirloin tip. I could get that at the discount store, but at Sam's Club, the London broil works. And then I've got steak here. Not everybody loves steak in our household, so I just separate it into 2 bags, and then you know what, because steak is expensive. The people that don't like steak, don't worry about making them eat it. I'll make something else, and I'm okay with that. Like, I'm the smoker, so this is good. So I've got all my chicken here. So I've got to do some marinades. I'll put this all out in the garage in just a second. Let me go I've got Italian dressing I'll put in for the ones that need it, and then I'll look at my Hawaiian recipe as well. Remember one of my viewers sent me the peaches box from Georgia, which was really cool because then we actually went by the same little orchard. So this was really, really good. So I'm gonna I haven't tried the barbecue sauce. I'm sure it's delicious. Oh, I'm sure it's delicious. Wow, isn't that interesting? You think peach barbecue sauce was that good? That's really delicious. So I'm actually gonna put that on this one right here. And then when we go to cook it, obviously it's gonna be coated with all that. Oh, it's got pieces of peaches in it too. That's really good. Marinades, barbecue sauce, those work really good. So that's gonna be one of these. And then I'm just gonna put this in my freezer. Now when I go to put it on the smoker, or wherever I decide to cook it, I will let it thaw, and then I will like coat it real good like that, and then just cook it real simple. I've got another tiny bottle of Italian marinade here. Just a good way to use up dressings. You can use any kind of dressing, like just even French or Thousand Island. It's all delicious. It's just about, and basically it's vinegar and lemon juice. It's just about making it tender to cook. So this will be good in here. All right, another one right here. Used up another one. And then I'm gonna do it for 2 kabobs. We're gonna have 1 tonight. I was getting Jaden out the door there. So I've got my Asian one. You saw I put the ingredients up to show you, just kind of throw that in here. So this one is a Hawaiian one. This is, look this one up online. This is Spend with Pennies. It's theirs. I'm gonna do, I should do Hawaiian kebab tonight. No, I'm gonna do actually a regular one tonight. I'm gonna do one with mushrooms and onions. So I'm just kind of following their recipe. So you can go to their blog, spendwithpennies.com. And the only other different thing I'm not doing is ginger root, because I don't have ginger root. So I'm gonna do 2 bags of it here. I've got canned pineapple I'm gonna put in there, and put all the ingredients in the bag, simple. And then put them in the freezer. This is a great way to do it. And like I said, this will transform like this chicken with frozen stuff to like delicious tasting food. Okay, I'm just gonna use this bag to carry this out to my garage in the refrigerator. So this is good, or freezer, not refrigerator, freezer. So I look at all these meals. It took me a little bit of time. I had to stop and talk and stuff like that, but I got a bunch of dinners already finished for the freezer. Not finished completely. I'm gonna have to do some stuff to them, but that's a good start. Moving right along, I'm gonna get this day going. I just took my cooler bag outside, put some cleaner in there, and sprayed it out and let it sit now over the chair to dry. So I'm going to, today we're gonna do chicken kebabs. I just used the Italian dressing. I put some more in here. What I'm gonna do is cut up some green peppers, onions, and mushrooms, and just put them in here so they marinate, and then today I'll put them on skewers to have dinner. Be simple and easy. I remember making this a long time ago, probably one of my first like grilling things way back in the day. Like, you know, you learn to cook in the kitchen and you do things, and then I think my mom just said, just put marinade, just soak your chicken in Italian dressing, it'll taste delicious. And I remember cooking outside going, oh my goodness, this is so delicious. So it's simple, basic, easy. Put it all together. So now I'm gonna start on putting all of these groceries away and kind of clean out my kitchen. I've got, I'm gonna do some more food in a little bit because I'm gonna go in my refrigerator and cut up fruit and some veggies. I've got croissants. I completely forgot to get Miracle Whip because I forgot to order it from Walmart, and then I was gonna place my order at Sam's Club and they were gonna ship it because they didn't have it at the store. Then I didn't even think I saw it at the store, probably because they didn't have it. So I'm gonna have to run out today to take Brooklyn to work. I've got a little list of things I forgot because I'm human. So there's Aldi right down the road, right on the way to work. I'll probably run in there and get some Miracle Whip so I can do some chicken salad because I have croissants. So I'm just gonna wipe this area right here. I'll start putting away the food. I find when you're putting away groceries, sometimes it's easy to put, if you have a lot like we do, which many people probably don't unless you do once a month shopping, especially since I'm going to different areas of my kitchen, is to just take it all at once, put it in that area, in a general area, and then sit down and organize that area. So that's what I'm doing right now, taking all the stuff from the table, delivering it to the different parts of the kitchen and butler's pantry where it's gonna go. So I've got all my baking things here, like cupcakes and brownies, and I didn't really have a place. I was kind of just putting them behind my containers in the cupboard on the bottom next to the refrigerator, but I'm like, my pull-out drawers over here in the pantry are a little less full because I'm not really keeping everything over there. So I'm gonna try to put some stuff over there. It's all about learning. I don't even know yet. We may move things again. We'll see. So I'm putting as much as I can over here in the drawer. So every month's going to be different because like this month is birthday and we have different things planned for homeschool. So it'll just depend on the time. So I'm trying to keep the snacks and stuff that I would use for the activities separate so they don't get eaten, because it's very well to get eaten, just because, you know, that's what happens when you have a family full of children, or sometimes I forget and go, oh yeah, go ahead and eat that. And then I'm like, oh, I needed that. So I'm trying to keep the stuff separate so that I have it for when we need it. I'm gonna come back and clean my refrigerator out a little bit and by cutting up some fruit and veggies, but for now I'm just gonna put, these are the sparkling water Steven likes those, so I got them for his birthday this week, so I'm gonna put them in the refrigerator a couple so they get cold, and then like I said, we'll come back and clean it. So I'm just gonna set them in there for now and then work on the cupboard. Now I'm going to be over here by my butler's pantry hallway. So I'm just going to put things in this closet. This closet mostly has most of it's canned stuff. On the very top, I keep like our extras, like don't touch kind of place. And it's just ramen right now, because that's cheap and easy to throw up there. And then I'm going to do some boxed macaroni cheese up here as well. So like I said, we have a generator. So even if we did lose power or, you know, something like that, we won't ever like flood massive, because we're not in a high risk area at all. Not that it couldn't happen, but we're just not in one of those areas. So our we'll always have, we might not have water, which I have water out in the garage, and then like we'll have our refrigerators and freezers for a while. So this will just be a few extras in case we, you know, had to make something that doesn't require refrigeration. So that's why I have some of these stacked up. And you know what, over the year we'll definitely eat these. So I'm thankful I'm able to put all my cans right here so I can kind of see what I have. So I try to do all my beans here. I had pinto beans in a big can, so it took up more space. Now I have more space to put the chicken there, so that works out. That's the only kind of meat I would get canned. Maybe buy Spam once in a while. I should get some Spam. That might be something to add to the list. We'll see. All our tomatoey stuff and pizza stuff, and then our sodas for slushies, popcorn extra, and then my extra for hurricane emergencies up there, and then my veggies and fruit down here. I need to get some peas for over here that I'm hoping to get at Aldi today, because they have the tiny ones. The kids just like the tiny ones. So I'll probably go, maybe I'll get 2 cases, because I always forget about them, and then just stock up right there. And that works. And then down there's the big stuff. It's just the extra big stuff. So let's go this way and work down the hallway. So I've got all my groceries put away. Thank goodness. Now I just have a few things, like we got a blender. I got to open that up, put that over, and make sure it works first, because I bought it on Amazon. We got a knife kit there for Greg to work on today. I got to fill my spray bottle with some cleaner and put it under my sink here in the kitchen. All my bathrooms have one in there, so I just need one in here, so if I have to grab something and spray it. So, but I'll do that in a little bit. What I'm going to do now is make fancy frozen fruit cups. This was, I'm trying to think why I saved this. Was this something I got from my mom's? I feel like I did, and it's a Taste of Home. I'm pretty sure Taste of Home. I took a picture of it, yeah, like 2003. So she has a lot. She had a lot. My mom had a lot, but she still has them. They're there, of Taste of Home magazines. And so it's one of those things I take a picture because it looks great, and I never make it. Rarely. Because sometimes making a whole bunch of random different things, the family's like, I just need basics. So I kept a lot of basics, but I got some random in there too. So these were things, they had it was third place. But I do remember when we went in my Mennonite Lovingly Seasoned Eats and Treats cookbook, there is a recipe. I think they make fruit slush cups. I'm pretty sure they just kind of mix everything together. This looks like it's a little bit different, and you just do, let me show you a picture. So I'm thinking I don't know, I might do my little plastic bowls like I've seen in the Mennonites. They put them in the smaller ones. I don't know if I have a lot because I have a lot of my soups, and then they freeze those, which is good. But I'm gonna, I might do that. Could do my glass jars, plastic cups. We'll see what we end up doing. But you take 2 cups of water and 1 cup or 3/4 cup of sugar and let it come to a boil. Let me see here. Come to a boil, stirring constantly. I better go stir it. And then you stir in orange juice. It's concentrate, and lemonade concentrate. So I have that right here. And then you combine, they put pineapple, they put bananas. I'm not gonna do bananas because I feel like frozen bananas, I don't like that. And then watermelon chunks, they did grapes, strawberries, kiwis, and they did peaches. I'm not gonna do peaches, but I will do all that, and we'll do some blueberries as well. I've got red grapes too. So I'm gonna wash these, cut them up, and then mix it all together. Just something you put in the freezer, you take it out like an hour before, and it'll be like a little fruit slush. Fancy fruit slush cups, something different. Now my frozen concentrate is pretty solid frozen, but that's okay because I'm gonna be putting the boiling water on it, and I'll just kind of stir it then and mix it up. So these are going in here real quick. I wasn't sure what's the fastest, cutting on the cutting board, cutting in my hand, just whatever works. So just getting the strawberries quartered up, the grapes. The green ones were bigger, so I decided to cut those up, but the red ones are a little bit smaller, so I just put those in there as whole. But this looks really good. I'm excited for this. So this should be a fun treat for when it's hot, and it's definitely hot. So let's just keep cutting them up. So I've got a few of these. I've got about 7 of these. So I'm gonna put some in here, and then the rest I'm gonna put into here. And then when I'm done, it says to top with the kiwi. Probably better than just, you know, chopping it up. So these are just a fun little treat. I'm gonna put these in the freezer. That wasn't much, be a fun, fancy frozen treat. I'm just gonna take the rest of these fruits and rinse them real quick and put them in containers. So I've got all my stuff done that I want to do. The veggies, I'll cut up as we use them. So I'm gonna do a quick clean, just a little bit of organized, just a little bit, because everything just got thrown there. Put the fruit and veggies away. So I've got my refrigerator cleaned out pretty good and have moved it around a little bit so I can kind of see where everything is. So this is good. The only thing I'm going to do is add eggs to this thing. Like, I understand people do like the whole organize your pantry, organize your freezer and refrigerator and have little containers, and that works for some, but for me, it takes up so much space, all those containers. But the egg holder, this definitely holds way more eggs than the box. Like this, a box of eggs, there's 60 eggs at Walmart. You can fit a box and I believe an extra dozen. I think it's 72 eggs. Pretty sure that's what I did in a video before. And the box is a lot wider and it's harder to get out. This, you can just grab your eggs out. So this, I have it linked in my Amazon store. That to me is a good organizer for the refrigerator. We do have containers and stuff, but I don't have so many small things, snacks to put in there. If you do, get that. We just don't. So this works. I'm gonna fill this up. They didn't have the box, they had the 18 count, so I'm gonna just fill that up. So that fit 4 containers of eggs, that's 72, and there was already there's probably 75 eggs. That holds really good. Obviously, they're not gonna roll down. I know. They're not gonna roll down nice and neat and perfectly. If you want that, then you're gonna have to do less, but that works. So those are done in my refrigerator. So I'm like, okay, I think I'm done with my house, like the food prep, all that stuff I need to do today. I just need to make rice and cook my Kabobs outside later. I gotta run Brooklyn here in a little bit and then we'll run to the store. You wanna come to the store? Let's go to the store. And then what else? I don't know. I'm sure there's more things we'll find for the day. So I'll be back. Let me pick up my mess. I gotta go take some footage off these cards because they're getting full. Hello.
Hello. Are we on there?
We're on here. Okay.
Well, hello,
now we're out in
everybody.
the car. Out in the car.
Good afternoon to y'all.
It's afternoon time now. Got my home stuff done for right now. So now we had to run Brooklyn to work. And
Car's
then
yelling at me.
it's all good. We can see all that good stuff. Run Brooklyn to work and then go in the library and pick up some books for school and stuff.
Yeah,
so.
and very interesting. I learned that our library stocks tools. Like they have rental tools. You can get an air compressor. You can get like a kilowatt hour tester. You can get our stud finder that we have.
It's cool. It's called
Just
library.
little random tools, but like the most handy stuff, like a
So you wouldn't have to buy it.
multimeter.
Yeah. So library of things they call it. You can even rent like musical instruments. You can get like the kids can get like a whole electronic drum set.
Oh, that's crazy.
Check it out and just use
How long are they allowed
I
to
don't
hold
know.
it for?
I'm sure a kid would do. I don't know how that works. I don't even know. Jaden got like a ukulele. Brought one home one time. So it's just like you can just get you get telescopes, binoculars, just a bunch of fun stuff that you wouldn't spend the money on, but then you're like, okay. Because kids sometimes they let me have a telescope, let me have a telescope, and they use it for like 5 minutes and then never again.
But I mean like our old library, like we always use the library.
Yeah.
I mean we library and post office. We're pretty much usually the heaviest users in our community all the time. But I don't remember, I don't think ours had tools for random
They didn't,
stuff,
they never had that. Like they have puzzles. I know the other one we went to.
And they had hand puppets and different things like that you can get. But I just don't remember dude stuff.
Yeah,
Or instruments, musical instruments.
And they have kits like for early literacy. You can get a whole kit for like, and it has like tons of like hands-on activities and just fun stuff. So we got what we got, which is good, and then we're gonna run over
I think we're going to Aldi's, yeah.
We're going to Aldi because I forgot like a bunch of stuff. Now I didn't really forget things. I did.
Well,
I did.
Did you, or are you trying to balance what are you getting online, what gets shipped to the house?
Right. Like I forgot, like Greg today's like,
I mean?
Was there any soap? And I'm like, soap, bar soap. Did I forget bar soap?
Okay, so you did just straight up forget me.
I forgot that, and I was like, here, I gotta borrow hotel soap. Let's use that. That works really good, so then I just ordered from Sam's. It was just a little bit, but I know the canned peas are Aldi. That's the one the kids like, so I'll just get 2 of those. So
oh my gosh, our kids love peas.
They canned peas, not real peas. I mean, not like frozen peas.
Yeah, they like putting them into macaroni and cheese.
I just seen them
so much, yeah.
So I need to get 2 of those, and then I want to make chicken salad today.
You know what I used to love to do?
What?
When I had my garden, I used to love to
fresh.
take green beans. I'd love fresh green beans.
I do. I like that too.
Yeah.
Snap ones. So good. Our kids can't.
Yeah. Well, we were talking about filling the backyard up with a nice garden space. So.
Like along the back.
Yeah.
It's like a nice one straight,
like right
simple,
after the
raised.
pool. Yeah. After the pool, it kind of drops off. And, the grade goes down.
It's like hard cut grass.
It's just it's just the way the landscape would be perfect to outline kind of a mirror image of the way the pavers are. you know, like reverse that image and sort of follow the contour of the pavers and then do a nice big garden back there.
Yeah, like a nice, like a raised bed, layered one, so it wouldn't be a whole lot, because it's so hot. Everything would grow all the time.
It gets good sun.
And you can do stuff up the fence if you had like cucumbers and tomatoes, all that kind of stuff, beans or whatever. So in the future, that's like all the thought things. So.
I know. I just remember thinking back when I was a little kid, just watching that. You know, watching that whole process from start to finish. Like you would just have. I think maybe my mom bought me tomato plants or something. Okay. But almost my entire garden just came out of a packet of seeds.
Oh yeah.
So it was like the cultivating it and prepping the holes and you know, planting them and just watching that, you know, like the amazement, like seeing the flower pop out first.
Right, like, oh, there's gonna be something growing.
Wow, it's crazy.
And it'd be weird here because it would grow all the year.
I'm not sure how. Well, it wouldn't die, I wouldn't think.
Well, it does get cold though, right? So.
But maybe it wouldn't produce. Like if you had tomato plants, would they produce all year? Or would they go through like a window? Sure.
We'd
have to do a little research.
I'll do some looking, so I assume the battery's gonna die here. So, okay, so we're gonna go. No, you're good. I was like, oh, hi, my life. No, it's good. So we're gonna
get from soap to.
I don't even know because we're all over the place. So we're gonna run to Aldi, and we're gonna run over to. Let's go to the first store, Five Below first, because we're gonna go. We're gonna get boogie board because we went to the beach. We thought the kids would have so much fun with that.
Yep, and then, it's been really windy. I mean, obviously, you know, we're gonna be moving up into hurricane season here, so yeah. But you get some, you know, some bigger winds like leading up to that season and stuff. So we're gonna take advantage of that.
So they have boogie boards at like $8, and then I need to get shark gummies because we're gonna do like a whole shark thing. I don't know all that, but I need to go get specific gummies.
We got some fun things
planned. So we're gonna go head over there right now, and then we'll go to Aldi. So let's go to Five Below. It's a great store.
I love it.
Okay, let's go. I think boogie boards are right here. Simple. Nettie loves Cheetos. Cheesy sacks. He likes a big lid gum. Yeah. Just to get some grape would be good right there. One for there you go.
Brown ball.
Wave. Stay tuned. Greg breaks his coccyx. Coming soon. All right, They even sell like mini skateboards. We'll get him Steven's our practical joker child. So cricket noisemaker.
Avengers inflatable
hammers. There you go, good boy fun. We got a Mario poster because he likes Mario. I love his posters. All his got kind of messed up in the move. Some of them did.
Yeah, we'll straighten them out.
They have like candy gummies. They have everything. Any candy you could want, they've got here. Okay, we're looking for gummy sharks. Okay, no sharks. Okay. It's gonna have to do with the fish. Spicy ramen snack. Kentucky's.
Yeah.
Delicious.
Oh, honey, sweet baby
Sweet teriyaki though. I saw freeze-dried candies. Evan used to get those for us. They're Skittles, crackers. So what we get right here. One more piece right there. Okay, yay for groceries. So we had a coupon because when they just a new Aldi and it was like spend $30, you get $5 off. So I'm like, cool. So I'm in my head like peas. I haven't bought peas since North Carolina. They were like 50 cents, you know, for a can, and I get them at the discount store and get them there. We saw them at Publix. They were like $1.34, and I was like, no way. And even Sam's had them that price, and I was like, no. So then we get up to the checkout. I'm like, wait a minute, I don't even have $30. So I like ran back real quick to grab more dumplings, and she's checking out. And I'm like, wow, it's like $60. Why is it so much?
Yeah, she literally picked like 3 items, and she was like, oh, you're already up to 40.
And I was like, what?
What?
So the peas are $1.40 here, crazy. So yeah, but it's all good. It's just like I said, still cheaper shopping like the way we're shopping, but I said it was just funny.
Learning where to get your
stuff. Like, okay, I should have just bought it at Sam's, and then they didn't have like Miracle Whip Aldi brand, so I was afraid to buy. I bought a thing of mayonnaise because I don't know. To me, mayonnaise is oily and not tangy, so I don't like it. But you like it. So
I do.
We'll see. But for the chicken salad, gotta have Miracle Whip. So we got that, and that was like $5, but it's all good. So we got what we needed, and extra birthday stuff, and boogie boards.
Yeah, that's my favorite part.
So and we saved on the boogie boards. They were $9, so we actually saved $14. So there you go. There's our price cut in peace.
There you go. Yeah, the boogie boards and the remote control helicopter. I think that's going to be Steven's favorite.
Fun little things to do. I think so too. So all good. Okay,
we flying it around the house.
Outside the house, not in the house.
Oh, honey. No, it's one of the little harmless guys.
Yes.
Remember like them little ones that we used to get?
Yeah, fly through the wind. Yeah, I remember.
No, not that. That was like a real professional helicopter.
It's hot fun.
That was one like where it had a tail rotor. Like you better know how to fly a helicopter.
Those are fun.
that was like a legit thing. These are just the little fun ones.
It'll be fun.
You know, like they have a little gyro in them, so they go real slow.
Okay.
Yeah,
It'll be, we've got a house. It'll be good.
I love it.
So yay. Okay, we're going to head home. Ready?
Let's go.
Home now, so I'm going to whip up the chicken salad real quick, and then I'm not going to put any, some kids like celery, some kids don't, some kids like nuts, some don't, somebody likes the grapes in there, so I'm just going to make regular chicken salad, and then whatever they want to put in it, they can chop it up themselves and put it in there, and then I'm going to have a plate of that with a sandwich. I think I'm going to do a sandwich for that with some of those chips I found and some fruit. That'll be good. Take a break, do some editing for a little bit, and then we'll see, because I got to pick Brooklyn up, throw dinner out, and swim today. Those are big goals for the day. So let's make the chicken salad. Okay, chicken salad. Does anybody, how do you like your chicken salad? I know so many people make it so many different ways. I used to make it with chickpeas because I didn't like chicken. It was really good that way. But sometimes I like the red grapes in there. It just depends on the sweetness. These are just really like sweet, so I'm gonna put a bunch in here. I'll make extra. Somebody will eat it from here, the girls. I think Jaden likes it with the fruit. Brooklyn does. She likes certain ones. Certain ones, like I think one likes the grapes, one likes the celery in there. So I'll just make a little bowl here. Put this away. And then make a nice sandwich. I forgot I have croissants, so we'll probably do a couple croissants here. Kids are getting their own thing. We're doing great for a Tuesday. A good day. It's been a good day. It's like I got the last of the grocery things that I needed. Feeling complete, like, okay, we can do anything. So I am taking a break real quick. My vacuums are rolling. I'm eating my sandwich upstairs, and I'm gonna edit for a little bit. Kids are gonna go in the pool and swim because it's hot. It's about 110 real fellas swimming. I'm hoping to get out there too so I can enjoy some sunshine today. We'll see if I get it there before I get Brooklyn. We'll just kind of see how the plan is, but for sure later on. So let me take a break. See you in a minute. So I've been upstairs in my office working on today's video, editing it. I'm like, okay, I'm almost done. So I thought I'm gonna hurry up and make some rice here, and I'm gonna go outside and cook the kabobs on the griddle. I was talking to Greg, he's like, just throw them on there and like just cook them up and fry them up like you would in a pan. I'm like, genius, forget the sticks. I'm just gonna do that. So in here, I'm just gonna put some rice, water, and put a little bit of chicken bouillon. Easy. So how much fun. The kids are in the pool, they're on the boogie boards, they're loving it. Those are so much fun. So I was talking to Steve, I'm like, so what do you want to do for your birthday? Because Brooklyn has that day off, so we can do the beach that day and be able to not have to come back. So that's awesome. So these are cooking awesome. Like, forget the skewer. Who needs a skewer? I don't need a skewer. Just frying these up real quick. The rice, I just turn it down. I'm gonna finish this up by cooking this out. Put it in a container. We've got fruit that we can have with it. And the rest of my evening, you know where that's going to be? Is in that pool and in that sunshine. We are going to swim. We don't have anything else to do tonight, which is nice. We don't have to go anywhere. Greg's picking up Brooklyn, so it'll be a nice, relaxing time by the pool with the kids. How much fun. And the boogie boards. I don't think I'll be doing boogie boards, but they will be, so how fun. What I love about this is that it cooks so quickly. I'm like, oh, would it cook this fast in my house? Probably not. I need my I have a griddle in there. Probably would cook on the griddle, so. How great. Good day. It's the sunshine is out, no rain. I think every day this week there was like a chance of a thunderstorm, but not today. So it's just beautiful. You see the kids in the background there? They're having fun on their boogie board, doing their steward thing. So just keep cooking. Okay, I never like to undercook my chicken or pork, so I always check it. So I will check every single piece individually to make sure it's cooked. This, it looks delicious. Like char grilled, it tastes so good. Look at that. Like so good. So this is gonna be a great dinner tonight. So the kids are getting hungry, they're ready to eat. Maddie's looking at me, yay. It's all good things. So we're gonna eat this. Let me shut this off. So for the rest of my day, I'm gonna take this inside. I'm gonna go upstairs, edit for just about 10 minutes to finish this video up, and that's it. I'm gonna go in that pool with the kids and swim and have a beautiful rest of my evening. So I hope that you had a good day today. I hope that you got something done. Maybe if not, there's always tomorrow. So have a fantastic rest of your day, and I'll see you tomorrow. Bye.